Hey everyone, welcome to another small video. And I know it's been a while. I'm gonna get back the hang back of it of doing these videos. Since this has been a while. A lot of things happened in the last month. Anyways, right now, so started recording this video is 291 subscribers, and don't forget, there's a at 300 subscribers there's gonna be a giveaway. So if you like the content and you want to be part of the giveaway, make sure to subscribe. The giveaway is for subscribers only, so make sure you are subscribed in order to win, or in order to win. Once we hit 300 subscribers, I'll be releasing a video talking about one's the things that we need to do, how to enter the contest. This one is not going to be a stream giveaway because I've noticed that a lot of people are not able to join the stream due to time differences, because let's face it, we all live in different parts of the world. India, Europe, Asia, and we in the States, in the North America. So like there's different timings for everyone. So I'm gonna be opening a 3-day window on the release of that video. So keep an eye out for that because we're close to hitting 300 subscribers. So anyway, there's a lot of things I want to talk about. There's the update that recently came out, which I'm pretty sure you guys already know about, and many YouTubers have probably already covered. So I won't be really talking too much about the contents of the update, at least not in this video. In this video, as you can probably see by the title, it's gonna be Coliseum. It's gonna be a Coliseum based video. So pretty much I'm gonna be talking about different strategies, different comps of heroes that are really good for Coliseum. Because let's face it, there's no one guaranteed group lineup that's gonna be perfect in Coliseum, because everything has a counter and everything has something that is strong against. So first off, if you really want to go in Coliseum, the first thing you really need to do is have Rumble, this ability activated and maxed out. Recently we migrated to a new kingdom, so I'm still working on getting my ranking up, but I'll show you with this amount of different things. So I'm gonna be looking for a strong lineup. Of course, you always want to make sure that they're easy wins if you are higher level than the person that you're facing. So like I'm level 60, so these are level 59, so all the abilities that the heroes have will be doing critical hits. And they're also the medals. If they have smaller medals, is more than likely you're gonna win the match. So I'm looking for someone that's strong. But as you can see, I do not have they have two pay to play heroes, and one of them I do not have the counter for because it's also another pay to play hero. But I will talk about the free to play matchups that you can use. So right here in this matchup, so first off, you really need Rose Knight. Rose Knight is a must-have no matter what when it comes to Coliseum. The reason for this being is because she gives an 8-second invulnerability effect, making sure that your heroes don't take damage for 8 seconds. So, but also the opponents usually have it too. So that means if you don't have 8 seconds to damage them, they have 3 seconds of damaging your heroes, which is not really good. You don't want to deal with that. So I'm gonna remove all the heroes. So Rose Knight is a much needed one. As you can see, they have Trickster. Now Trickster is a very good counter to this guy, to Shade Knight. No, not Shade Knight. Man, I forgot his name, but him. So the assassins get countered really easily by Trickster due to the fact that it has a confusion effect, making it harder for the assassins to proc their abilities. So I would not be wanting to go on assassin against this comp because of him, but I do want to focus their lineup. So I might have to go with the ability, doesn't matter what. But a good composition or a good matchup is Tracker with him. So doing this, you have the way that this composition works. When the assassin jumps over to the back line, is usually the same target that Tracker targets. So whoever he jumps to has a really high chance of being one-shotted. There's moments where it doesn't one-shot depending on the trophies and how leveled up the hero is, but most of the time it will one-shot the target. So that's gonna be the plan. From the inspection, is gonna target their healer. Man, I haven't played in so long. I really forgot their names. Prima Donna, right? Prima Donna. That's her name. So that's gonna be the target. Next up, we want to deal with their DPS being right here, Tracker. So we need to build up a sort of composition that's gonna be able to cover against that. But since I also have a healer, I will need to put a healer. As free to play, you only have healer as prima donna, but you happen to be able to spend $5. I would suggest getting Lord Weevil. She's very strong, even comparable, stronger than prima donna at gold compared to her compared to Lord Weevil in gray. Like I've had Lord Weevil for ages now, and she's really strong. It's only whenever there's a buff for prima donna that prima donna becomes out stronger than her, but there's not really that many useful buffs that healers get sometimes. So added to this, we want to be able to do more damage or sustain damage. So from here, you can go either with a tank, because they do have a tank focuser, so want to have someone that they want to focus. So as free to play, people always say that right here, Death Knight is the strongest tank, which is not wrong for free to play, but they always say that it's stronger than Big Guy, but Big Guy is actually stronger than him. Big Guy has more HP, more defense stats, more other stats. The thing that they say is better because he has a revival ability. The thing is, Big Guy has double stunts, so you want to have with a sort of stun team to be able to take care of them. But since I really don't want to use him, I'm gonna go for Trickster. The reason I'm going for Trickster is because they also have an assassin, so Trickster would be a good counter for the assassin. So if we play this video out, or this fight out, going with what I say, we're gonna have right here, they're gonna jump to their healer, right? It's gonna use that jump and then jump, so it jumps on the healer, and Tracker just used an ability which almost one-shotted prima donna, but because of that, it required to use the ability quicker, leaving Trickster to proc his ability, so they're not able to use their abilities in time. Well, they're not able to proc their abilities faster. And as you can see, we were able to deal with the backline, leaving the DPS for the very end, just to be taken out by our Tracker. So even though we did lose some heroes on the fight, we still won the fight. That's pretty much all we really wanted. In order to make that fight even better, I would have used the tank, being Big Guy, but Big Guy, we all know that not everyone has Big Guy, and I do want to make this channel as free to play as possible, but some moments you can't really do it. So as you can see, I do have some knowledge on this, so I will be going over like different combinations are really strong. So starting off, Tracker with Demon Slayer, that's the name. These two are very strong pair because they usually target the same hero. So when they proc around the same time, so this allows it to do a burst of damage to one hero, making them be in one shot, or if not close to one shot, or making them proc their ability before it's even useful. And the last fight, you saw it at proc on Prima Donna, making Prima Donna use her heal before the team had to use had the need to use heal, before they even got damaged. So doing that let the Trickster do proc its ability, making Prima Donna not able to build up any more mana, or yeah, I think it's mana or SP. Good point. Another hero, as I mentioned, Rose's Knight is really strong. Trickster is a must-have hero that you need to counter any sort of assassin team comp. It's a very strong hero. It's focuses on confusion. Now confusion is, as you can see the question marks, what it does is that it makes it harder for the heroes to build up their blue bar, and if they cannot fill it up, they cannot proc their abilities, which is what most of the assassins build their damage out of. Scarlet Bolt is a very strong, it's a very good assassin hero whenever the team has a tank, and you want to make sure to cut down the armor because the ability cuts the armor by like 90% or something like that. We can go check it out. So you go here, you can see the hero skills whenever they're doing battle. So backstab, it reduces defense by 394 points, which you look at defense stats of a tank, we can go like Big Guy. 900 points would be right here. Defense where's the defense stat? So like right here. So like max HP and defense. So 300. This would be 394 points reduced to Big Guy, which is already a very strong hero. You will compare it to Death Knight once I can find him. So Death Knight, his strength is higher, but it will also be reduced almost to 1,000. And that's just using one ability. Of course, this is not the only hero. The only reason you want to use this assassin is if they have some sort of assassin with them too. so they don't burst your backline while you're trying to take down the tank. So another hero that you really need to have would be, besides Prima Donna, you're free to play. You need the healers, right? Healer is very important, even though she's a siege hero. Healing is a very important thing in the game. But Black Crow is very good against tanks because her second ability, and even her main attack, reduces armor, making a tank really weak against her. So we look right here. It's not gonna be her main skill. It's gonna be this one. We use physical damage. No, bleeds. Is that one? No, this one. Defense at 420. So this defense reduction is stronger than the Scarlet Bolt. So that makes her really good for her position of taking down tanks. So whenever there's a big tank, I use her to shred down the tank, no matter what tank it is, because using her with tracker, you're able to burst the tank down faster, considering making it seem like they actually don't have it. It's not an actual tank. Now there's other heroes that work on for different specifications. Snow Queen and Incinerator, they're good from there. There's a magic buff or an elf buff or a certain buff that gives them magic defense or magic or amplifies their magic attack. So these two heroes are very good for whenever that comes around. But of course, they can be countered by assassins, so you want to carry a trickster with them or a tank that can protect them. Now, Child of Light is very good for that composition because Child of Light has an ability that reduces magic defense, making it harder for making already your magic casters faster. But it also has a invisibility effect that shields an ally that's being targeted, and it shows them for a certain amount of time, which I think is like 3 seconds, and which is a long time in battle, letting your magic casters proc their stats. Which, by the way, your magic casters right here, Incinerator and Snow Queen, they have a CC effect or crowd control, which means they they have an area effect stunt. Now, another hero that you would need for certain occasions would be Shade. Now, Shade is an assassin, but the reason you will use Shade as an assassin is because he counters magic heroes. The reason he counters them is because he has a silent ability. So he silences them as well as walks up to them and has an extra amount of magic defense. Now, this is important because whenever there's a magician that has CC, you have like Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer will usually get stunned in the back before he gets proc, and if he gets focused, it helps the heroes that didn't jump over to cause more damage to them since they have no more abilities. And Shade also has a big area effect burst damage, which helps a lot to cut down enemies. So you're carrying an assassin team. Now, going to pay-to-play heroes, which some of them you've already gotten for free due to either being from the events. If you've been playing long enough, there's been the events where IG lets you do the hero stages to get shards for these heroes, so you're able to get those heroes like that. L'Oreal has not been come out, but Grim Wolf I believe has been one. Growth Guardian is another one, which Growth Guardian is a very awesome hero. The reason you want Growth Guardian is because he has an area effect silence that lasts 3 seconds. Now, this silence is very strong whenever they have a magic strong team comp. So whenever there's someone defending with magic heroes, you can use Growth Guardian to counter them. Next up we have Ethereal Guide. Now, she's very strong on higher levels. At grade level, I wouldn't suggest using her, but around blue level and above, she's a very strong hero. Just because her abilities are very they're very damage heavy. So like she focuses on shielding herself from magic damage, and she also does an extreme amount of damage on a burst occasions. Dream Witch is also not Dream Witch. Petite Devil. It's also very good, but she has not been come out in a free. I don't think she's come out in a free one, has she? I don't think so, since I might be missing medals, unless I just missed the event. I wasn't able to do it to other occasions. But Petite Devil sleeps all the heroes, all the enemy heroes in combat, and sleeps them for about 5 seconds, I believe. So the CC alone is very strong because you can just burst out damage while they're being CC'd. So also getting her up is a very important thing. I personally have not used her yet, as you can see. I have her as grade because I use her for the whenever I take the quest to do to hit monsters for Guildfest. Wish is also a very strong CC hero. She's a very good counter to healers. So whenever there's a healer around, you want to use her. You already have her. You don't have her. It's just $5, so you can wait for an event when she is released, which would be a very nice event. Master Cook is a good hero. He also came out freely, but he's not really that great until blue rank or even purple rank in some occasions. So I would not recommend using him when you free to play and you got him. And now the last hero I want to talk about, if I can remember the name of it. Actually, from all these heroes, I really don't recommend any more from Coliseum. Let me see if I can see anyone else that I might have missed. Not really, but that seems to be all my recommendations, all different compositions that I know of what they're good against, good for. This is very important because there's no, like I mentioned at the very beginning of the video, there's no one exact perfect comp. There's no such thing. There's always gonna be something, a composition that can counter by something. Of course, when it's always super pay to play heavy, it's very hard to get counters for free to play accounts, but you mess around, you can find certain counters, certain matchups that work best. My usual go-to matchup combat is for defense. As you can see, this is my usual to go to, because in the only way to counter this would be like with an assassin, but even then it's very rare when someone has a good composition of an assassin that can take out Lord Weaver before we can take out their tank or front line or whatever. Especially because there's the tank that, since they focus the healer, our tank, which has the most CC, will let the DPS, which will be Tracker and Blacker, do a lot of damage. Not saying this is a perfect comp, because it does have its weaknesses. Since it has no counter to assassins and has no counter to magic, it's a good counter to against tanks. And if they don't have a tank focusing team comp, you're pretty much really you're good set to go, because the healing and the DPS you provide is already really strong. So that's pretty much all the information I do have that I can think of at the moment on compositions for Colosseum. Of course, you can test anything out yourself. Make sure to just use whatever you can to make it happen. You know, whatever you want to test out. It's all about practice. There's always error when it comes to this. There was a moment when I was really heavy on Colosseum. I was fighting for rank 1, which I have been on rank 1 in Colosseum. And I've won 5,000 battles already in Coliseum. Of course, there have been moments where I don't use Coliseum at all and just let it build up. But it's just Coliseum, you know. It's a good way to make gems, and it's now a really good quest for you to complete for this. But I'll talk more about the update later in a different separate video. But I hope you enjoy. I hope I didn't make you guys wait too long, and I hope you guys can learn something from this video. Of course, like I said, there's no perfect comp. I want for you to know that there's nothing. I know that I think HefBot has a page of Coliseum counters, like, so there are specific counters to specific team comps, but of course that is really based on rank. Also plays a big effect on it. So like if they're level 60 or the gold rank or rank 8, that makes a difference if there's a difference in continuity for it. But you really need a hero here counter. You can check the HefBot link for linebot for it. Of course, there's also the Discord bot in case you guys use Discord instead of Line, so you can check that out. So that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you find it useful. If you did, please subscribe, leave a like in the video. Let's hit that 300 subscriber goal. For now, don't forget I made the video release talking about the different giveaways that I do have for 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, and 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 being the account giveaway, which now that I have free time, I'll be working more on that account again. I might even do a stream where I'm working the account to show everyone the progress. And since I have let it died out already, I believe it has all its troops right now in Sanctuary waiting for them to be revived, but I won't be reviving them in case I miss a shield again due to, you know, being busy. Since I'm not doing YouTube full time, I don't have the opportunity to do that. So I'll catch you guys later. Enjoy. I hope you enjoyed. Peace.